Okay, today we're going to do a Kenmore rotary sewing machine. It's called a Kenmore Deluxe Rotary, model number 117.552. I actually downloaded the manual for free, as usual. So I have all the ins and outs of this sewing machine. Hopefully we will not need those. Came in this wonderful case. And this one of my other ones, you have to have a key. This one just turns. Right now it's not closed because I'm going to do a video. It actually is supposed to be in a case like this one, but I have another sewing machine in this one. This actually attaches on one of these. I've just been laying it on the floor and pushing on this to make it work. Which means you don't have to have a case if you don't have one. Okay, first of all, I've actually been using this sewing machine. But my bobbin needs to be redone. And on this bobbin, you push this and pull this out. And it has these really funny looking bobbins. They're really round and they're really flat. And I have to unthread this because I don't have any more of this thread. And I've only done this once, so it's possible that I will mess up. Hopefully not. Let's see. Down. I can't remember how to get that in there. So I'm just going to put it through the little hole. Maybe. Okay, and I just kept the extra bobbin on there. I'm going to go through this hole right here. And there's no groove or anything for this to go through, so you just stick it on. And that's holds the thread. Oh, then you have to turn this. That makes it so this doesn't sew. Oh, it came undone off of this thing. Oh, there we go. That was clever. Okay, it goes flat like this. Okay, now watch. You probably need it from this angle, this side. You're gonna push it down, and then let's see. See how it flipped right into that hole? I pushed it down, and it flipped right into the hole. That was really cool. Okay, and then I'm going to hold on to this, and we're going to try it again. There we go. It's winding the bobbin. It's a very quiet machine. That's as fast as I have it on fast. I don't usually wind that fast. There's a problem. I don't want it to be winding all over because it's a new machine and I don't know what it can do. Actually, it's new to me. Okay, this flipped up. It means it's full. It doesn't look like it's winding evenly, but that is not going to matter. So you're going to pull that off. I left my scissors. Okay, I'm going to put this back on here just so I don't lose it. Okay, now comes the fun part. And this sewing machine takes a screw-in light bulb, which I have not bought yet, but it does work. I took one off the dressmaker and it does work. Okay, I'm going to push this in here, pull it around. I'm trying to remember. I've only done this once. Let's see. Let's see, I can't remember. It goes into that crack somehow. looks like it's threaded. Never seen one do that. See, it's gone through this thing here, and then it's going up, and it pulls easily. So I think that's all I need to do. So now I'm going to grab this. It doesn't have the little pull thing like a Singer does. And then there's this little tab right here. That little tab's what holds it in. So for just a second, you're not going to be able to see because I have to hold this and pull that tab at the same time. And of course you want it to snap in. Very easy. And I am having a really hard time seeing because I don't have enough light. Can I have more light? Let's see if we're going to mess up the camera. Because this is really dark machine. Okay, is that good? Cameraman says, go for it. Okay, we're going to go, let me do that again. Go through this crack and pull. Now it's in that little thing. Let me see if I can remember. I've only done this once. I think I already said that. Okay, see how I went underneath and then I pulled, and that's your tension right there, that little wire. So I have that. And then this is another one of those. This machine has a lot of those clip-on. And then see how it fit it right down into where it's supposed to go. If you remember last one of these I did with a different machine, I did it wrong. What happens? It doesn't sew right. So you have to look through and maybe check your book and you'll find out. And because we just did the bobbin, we need to retighten this wheel because this will not go up and down unless you retighten that wheel. So we're gonna okay, and then now we're to the needle, which I always can't see very well. Sometimes if you wet it, it makes the end smaller and you can see. And I can't see it. I'm just guessing where it is. Kind of happens when you get older. You can't see as good, and it's not a good thing. I can't see it at all. It's so dark.
You want to try something?
You want to do the camera? Oh no, I got the magnifying glass I just got. I went to a yard sale this morning and I bought this magnifying glass because I thought this might help me when I have to thread a needle. Oh my goodness. That was a great bargain. Needle threaded. And this actually goes to something else, but I knew it had a really good magnifier on it. And I tend to seem to need that more and more. Okay, I'm not going to put this on yet. Now I'm going to press the pedal. Okay, it looped it around. I tried to do this by hand and it didn't loop it. Some machines will loop around and grab that bottom thread. This one did not. Okay, let's see if it's coming up. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, look at this. That piece should be pointed up and it's sideways. So I need to reach back in there and snap it in. Ah, look at that. I snapped it in, and this little piece that you pull is now holding it in. So I did not have it in far enough. And look at that, there's my thread. So I need the bottom thread and the top thread. Okay, now that that's done, now I can put this back in. And this one's nice. You just slip it right in there and push down. Some of these you have to make sure they're fit just perfect. Right now, I don't know what this is for. This is some kind of special thing because when you're sewing, it hooks on this, and I don't really know what that's for. So I do not know. We had to move the sewing machine to get better light, and I lost my piece of cloth. But because I do a lot of sewing, I'll just clip off another piece. Okay, so now we're going to put the piece of cloth in here. This is going to show up really good because it's blue. Okay, now we're going to check. That's nice even stitching on this side. Nice even stitching. Voila, we just did everything right the first time. Now let me tell you some interesting things about this sewing machine. So you want to be on this side. This is where this says loose and tight. This is for your stitches. And I've not ever seen one like that. So if I go down to here, it's supposed to make smaller stitches. It's supposed to. Well, I guess they are a little bit smaller. And if you have it all the way up here, it's going to be like basting, real big stitches. This, okay, let's do a little bit more. Now this, I think, is backwards. Because when you push this down, and it'll stay down, it goes backwards, so you can tie in the end. And I think, well, a lot of them have push buttons now. And I don't even know what this is for. There's a number right there. It says 34. So I have a lot of fun things to find out about this machine. And this machine also came with all kinds of handy attachments. And if you watch my other videos at Grandma Teppo sewing videos, you'll know that I have never used any of the attachments, so I have no clue what most of these do. Once I looked them up, and one folds the binding together. I mean, they do all kinds of really cool things, but I mostly just do straight sewing. Some of these fold over your hem as you're going. This says tuck on it. This makes tucks of some kind. So if I ever get bored, maybe I'll go through all these and we'll have another video of all the cool attachments. This sewing machine, very awesome. This is original sewing machine needles that come for this machine. And I've never bought a sewing machine that had the original needles. And then this is a pack they've made. And there's more needles in that. And then there's this has something to do with the bobbin. This is empty, so I think they ordered something. And then, of course, there's extra bobbins. And, of course, I probably will save this even if I don't use all these really cool attachments, because you never know. I might decide that I need to do something cool. I bought this for $50, and great bargain. Everything works. I have already oiled it. If you've watched my other videos, you just put a drop of oil in each one of these holes on the top. Moving parts, so like underneath, you would you could pull this up. Let me show you how that's done. This is in a wooden case, so you hang on to it. All these moving parts, you just put a drop of oil. See over here? Very easy. There's your model number, and I don't even know what that number is, so that's a new thing. As you can tell, I love sewing machines. Each one is a little bit different, and makes you know that man has really created some really cool technology. And I think that's all you need to know about this one, and have a great day. Voila! Are we on? Well, I was looking at the instructions after our video was over, and I found out that I am winding the bobbin wrong. So I thought I would add this to the end of that, because it's kind of funny. I've never seen one like this. This actually comes from back here, and this actually looks like it's bent. And that may be why it wasn't winding straight. But it goes back from there. Then you cut it off, it's a flat then, and you can get it in there really easy. Oh, I forgot to do that. And look at that. If you look in there, you can see that it's actually winding straight instead of crooked. And that is just awesome. So your machine, your instruction book can help you with all kinds of things. But, I mean, that is just very cool. I have never seen a machine that winds like that. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's over here, up here, never behind it. So I just wanted to add that at the end of the video. Voila! Even though the other way worked.